So it's about 11 o'clock at night here. It's the last minute tweaks. There's something that was, a few little issues that were irking me with this. And one is, I suspected there was coolant getting into this cylinder. I don't know what. So the plug was always a bit wet. And you see, the head's all wet. And it's probably kind of dark there, but it's all wet, like blown out of the exhaust there, and the coolant's like black. The coolant's black. So the cylinder bore, I don't know why you can't have a light and the camera on at the same time, but the cylinder bore looks fantastic. Everything looks good. So I'm just going to change the O-ring on top here and bolt the head back down, and then I'm going to change the O-ring and bolt the head back down, and then I want to address the these holes where the rail bolts on. There's one that's right stripped out, and the bugger drilled it right through. Look. Anyway, so I'm probably going to drill and tap that out bigger. If that doesn't work, I'll have to seal one off my other sled. And yeah, if the snow melts off, I want to do a bit of a update to the duct tape on the seat, and put the license plate on, trail pass on the windshield, and a couple little tweaks, and we'll be on the highway tomorrow. Oh, dang it. So I set up till I got home like 2 in the morning, doing last minute tweaks on the old Ultra. Well, also at the shop yard where I rent the shop, they don't plow the yard, so I got stuck there, so that took a while. So I had to get the engine back together, get my truck unstuck, get home. So it's a little after 2 by the time I got home. Got up this morning, had a list, think I got everything. I want to get a couple hours of riding time in on my sled, just to make sure that it's going to be okay for the event. Maybe some issues with coolant leaks because of those crazy janky top cover bolts. What I should have did was just pull the top covers off of my other Ultra and bolted them down to this and just bolted it all together properly. But no, I had to try to use these ones to play around for 2 hours with them. So anywho, I thought I was doing good. I'm on the highway, I got everything, and I just realized I forgot to feed the cat. Didn't feed the cat this morning. Got no food for him for the weekend. So I'm either got to try to bother someone to try to break into my house to feed him, or I'm just going to run back home tonight, and it's a 2-hour drive. Oops, I guess you can't think of everything. The sled is running great. That bolt blew out, and I can't find it. If I would have just been smart and grabbed the top cover off my other sled and put it on, it would have been fine. None of these other caps are leaking, it's just there. It hasn't really went down on coolant, but you can see it spraying out. I don't know how bad it is. This one here, I drilled and tapped it with a bigger bolt, so I got that one cranked tight. These ones are tight. So I don't know, I'm just going to keep an eye on it. I got coolant with me. I can't find that screw. If I could find that screw, I could try to put it back in. Woo! Beautiful white court. Groom Trails, this right here. Whoop! I just pulled off to check my sled. Well, first off, I cranked this because this is good threads. This is the one to re-tap myself with a bigger bolt. And I cranked that as tight as I dared. And it looks like it's down to a light babble. It looks like it dried up. It's a little trickle, but the coolant's still full. Doesn't look like it's blowing coolant out of the exhaust to get used to, so the motor must have worked. I don't know if that's the shelter they're talking about. If there's a shelter coming up, there's a sign back there that said shelter. So I don't know. Yeah, boy. Does it get any better than that? Oh, I gotta watch my time here. I don't even want to go to the parade. I just want to go sledding all day. Beautiful. The trails are beautiful. The trails are going to be wrecked after tomorrow, or after tonight. So it's Friday afternoon here. So no one's been on the trails yet. They're all freshly groomed. Oh man, yes, sledding. Nothing like it, boys. Oh, White Court Trailblazers. What a beautiful shelter. Oh my goodness, it's a beautiful shelter. That's the Ultra. It's Ultra. Got to check the trail map there. I was kind of trying to make my way towards town, but I don't know where I'm going. I didn't check a map yet. Look at that. Wow. This is just a shelter. Incredible. Oh boy. Have you ever seen a shelter this nice before? Look at the stove. Welcome to the 2015 White Court World Snowmobile Invasion. They tried to break the world record for most sleds on the trail at one time. In 2015 they had 1,043 sleds and it was a world record. It's a Guinness Book of World Record thing. Apparently you got to stay within 2 sled lengths of the sled ahead of you. And I got 2 blown coolant bolts now on my rail. I got 2 bolts blown out. I'm trickling coolant and I got to stay in line for the whole trip or else I'm disqualified. So let's see how this goes. It's just a sea of sleds. Stand right in the way here. 2020 White Court Snowmobile World Invasion. It's our 40th anniversary. They're going for the world record to have sleds on the trail at one time. I don't think they're going to make the record, but it's pretty cool. The old Ultra's holding on by a thread or less. Still rolling in. Only about 15 minutes left till the cutoff. Gotta get to my sled, mount this GoPro on my helmet, and see how long it lasts before the battery dies. phone's at 4% here, but heck yeah, we'll check you guys later. I'm almost out of battery here. My GoPro. Well, that was awesome. I guess, I don't know where I read that 2-hour thing. We're on the trail for about 40 minutes. I think the 2-hour thing was like all the sleds coming and leaving, but I was on the trail for about 40 minutes. It was pretty cool. Because the route went one way, then it looped around, and you came back. And so you're meeting all the other sleds. And I was kind of towards the front, so I pretty much met almost, 2/3 of the sleds coming through. And man, that was like, oh, I loved it, man. Oh, I love sleds. It like, man, it was giving me the chills. It was just so awesome. I was getting excited because we were going this way and there's sleds ripping the other way, and there was big loud pipes, and there was kids sleds, and there was old 70s Polaris race sleds, and there was everything. Tundras, Alpines, like you name it. There was all this whoa, 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 ripping past us, and it was cool, man. So I don't know if they got some kind of thing going on. I hung out for a bit, but then I left. Came to my truck here, and well, there was they didn't make the record. The record was 1140 something, I think, and I don't know. There might have been 700 some. We'll get the official count probably. I don't know, sometime this weekend. So there was like 700 sleds ripping around. Everyone just big loud pipes hot dogging. So I pulled up to my truck to plug this camera in, and I'm like, man, I can't just, like, I'm excited, I'm amped. So I hopped on my sled and took off down the trail, just ripping. And that sled's it doesn't got the stock shocks on it. It's got some other kind of shocks on it, and it's actually pretty smooth, like with the longer track. Those moguls, man, you just stand up and hog on her. And it's sweet. It's got the tall RMK bars, so it's nice, comfortable standing up position. But on the trail, like cornering on the trail, it's got those tall bars. The seat's so low. When you're sitting down, the bars are so high. And then it's got narrow RMK front end with no sway bar. The sway bar is half there. It broke off somehow. And with a big log track, it corners like a lumber wagon. But it's running nice. It's smooth. It's going. Those coolant rail bolts, there's 2 far outside ones missing, one on each end. So it's not leaking out where the bolts are missing, but that one that I drilled and tapped, the guy drilled right through, it's leaking around that a bit. And then the O-ring and the top cover that I removed last night, that it's leaking enough to make it wet, but it's not going down on coolant. So I'm going to leave well enough alone. I'm not going to disturb those bolts again, man, because they're holding on by a prayer as it is. What I should do is run back to the city and out to the shop and put the three covers off the other sled on it, bolted together right, but there's not a chance in heck that's going to happen. I'm on a tight enough schedule as it is. I got to leave here tonight, come back tomorrow early because I'm registered for the rally. So I'm just going to run on faith here. The freestyle show starts in like an hour. I don't know. I'm just gonna go find something to do between now and then, or just go home and say screw it. I'm not sure. So I'm talking a lot, but it was an awesome day, man. I was nervous about the sled. Didn't know if I should go or not. Said screw it. Of course I'm going. Went for it. No problems. Had a great day.